Good morning. From 62 to freedom. I am definitely free. I'm as free as you can possibly be. In every way. Anyway, finally the wind, I'm burning my pile out here. My, banana leaf and rotting coconut stumps and everything over there because the wind started blowing in the correct direction. And a neighbor of mine has asthma, so I was waiting for the wind to blow this way. Now I'm going to get some of these dead banana leaves and put them on that fire. So that's what I'm doing. That's what 62 is doing. I enjoy this kind of stuff. My knee is feeling a little bit better, so I get ahead and do it while it's feeling good. So 10 minutes after I said that, the wind shifted and started blowing off the water towards her house, so I stopped doing it. I think early in the morning is when the wind blows towards the water for a little while, and then early morning, that's when it happens. So I need to come out a little earlier. So I just stopped putting stuff on it, and it pretty much, the pile was damp from the morning dew and stuff. So it was hard to keep it going anyway. Maybe later or maybe tomorrow morning I can burn it. I got it down a little bit anyway. Keep it down, that's all that matters. Besides, maybe if there was any frogs under there, they would get going. See, the wind is still shifting to blow out to sea too. Like it's going back out to sea right now. So hey, that's what it was doing when I started it. Never mind. Right now my banana trimmer is dull and it done slid around this tape to the wrong side from pulling on it too hard, and I need to sharpen it. So I'm gonna open this fiberglass tape up and get this knife, sharpen it, and put it back on there the way I want it so it works well. So I was talking about the spider I didn't want to kill because he's around my door. You see him right there. And he had that big old insect. Guess what? He made a trailer line off over there. Now his web goes up to the underneath there. See it going up there? But he made that. He balled him up and he's saving him. Saving him for hard times, I guess. Oh yeah, there you see it right there. Put him in a cocoon. Hey, that's smart. You're like part squirrel, you're gonna save some for the other part of summer. So I got some tools here, some wire cutters. I'm just gonna cut the tape with that because I'm gonna use a little wire this time. Maybe it'll make it more sturdy. And then put the tape around the wire because in the hot tropical sun, this tape may get a little loose when you're out using it. The sun melt the glue. I mean, it didn't break this fiberglass tape because this is super strong. You can't even tear it off now. It's old. So, gotta cut it all the way. It's got a lot of strength, but the glue is not that strong. I mean, the glue is strong, but not for something like this. So that's why I say a little bit of wire twisted tightly. In addition to this, maybe this will keep the wire from slipping. That's the plan. Anyway, I love this banana knife. Anyway, I forgot to get something to sharpen it with, but banana knife. Okay. Get it all the way off so I have a base, a good base. So this is just a 4.5 inch grinder. You see it there. It's got a flapper wheel on it where it's just a little piece of sandpaper overlapping the other sandpaper. See if you can see it right here. See that there? In case you don't know what a flapper wheel is. Okay, that's what we call them, flapper wheels. Anyway, these are sold all over the Philippines. These really come in handy too. So I'm not going to grind this with a grinder wheel because I don't want to take much. I don't want to take much material off of it. And if you're sharpening something like this, you know, I'm trained by the U.S. Navy how to do everything. So never sharpen a blade on both sides. You know, the only thing you do is if you're going to sharpen the other side, you got to keep with the flatness of it, and then the other side make the angle. So that's how the sharpest blades are. Well, you know, you could put like a little minor thing just to get the burr off of there. That's it. This is the flat side. Just hit that to get some dirt off. I'm gonna put this on force it down onto the table so I don't hurt myself. Always wear safety glasses. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I did this for a living. I still wear glasses. You're not going to go out there with your bald eye. That'd be crazy. That might be sharp right there. It's pretty sharp. Yes. See how the edge of the blade is now shiny silver? That's where I put the angle. And that's where I just hit the flat to knock the burr off, because that'll affect the sharpness of it too. Then you feel on there, you feel a little burr with your fingernail. Like I feel a little one in one place. Let me take care of that. Then that will affect the sharpness, and you want to get that off of there. So it's gone. So it's resharpened, and I made this, I don't know if you can see this. The locals around here said, man, I like that one, because I cut this stump off flat there to keep it from sliding. Then the blade slips in between these two pieces right there to hold it kind of stable. And that's the design of it. That's the 62 design. Now I'm going to fit it in there again, because it came out probably pulling it too much, something like that. I decided I want to take a little bit more off the end, so I'm going to saw it off. I got a little vise right over here on the other side of the yard. I brought from America. So a hacksaw is not optimal for this, but I don't have a wood saw. Actually, that worked way better than I thought it was going to. Yeah, so let's try it now. I'll show you the reason why I did that. The reason I cut some of that off is so the knife would come down farther before it hit this stub right here. So that keeps it from slipping. So also that it would go down, you know, the main reason, so it would do that to allow the blade to go into the slot I got right here. Now I'm going to wrap some fiberglass tape around that slot and force the blade in there harder so that the slot will not crack all the way open. So when the blade goes in that slot, hopefully it won't undermine the hole into my banana knife. So let's see how it fits. So now you see the plan is coming together. And what I was talking about, that is going to keep that slot from opening up too much. And it's butted down there on the bottom. So now I'm going to see if I can get some wire twisted around it to support it. Maybe at the blade right there and at the stump to keep it from slipping off. And then I will fiberglass tape the wire. We'll see how that works. Okay, you see what I was talking about? I got that for sturdiness. Now I'm going to bend those twists over where I twisted it tight. I'm going to bend those over so they don't poke anybody and tape that all down with fiberglass tape. It should hold pretty good. You know, the fiberglass tape by itself with that design worked for quite a while. But you know, we cleaned that whole brush up there on the hill, and that was a lot of pulling on it. I think that's what twisted it around. So I think this will work. This is going to work. There you go, homemade banana knife. Let's go see how it works. It should work well. You never know. The proof is in the pudding. This is going to be hard to do with one hand. This is a big old long, because look how long, like this is how the top of my head right here. This thing is another 8 feet, I guess. So it's hard to handle. I'm going to try to shorten it up a little bit here. We'll cut this one. Let's see how if it'll cut it. I'm only a machinist, so yeah. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that one don't have many. It's only got 3 leaves. That one's brown. And the other ones are turning brown. I don't know. I'm not gonna cut everything off. Cut this one. Oh, wow. Works pretty well. I know y'all had your doubts, but I did not. I've been sharpening stuff my whole life, ever since I got out of high school. I guess it was a little too short. I literally was just hugging it in my arm a little bit. I was, you know, I put it on my chest and was holding it with my arm so I could pick something up with 2 hands. I kind of, I don't know, just barely touched it and it cut me. It's just a minor cut though. But it irritated me because now I gotta go stop, clean it. You know, this is the tropics. You gotta stop and clean it properly, cover it up, so it stopped the fun. That's what irritated me. Look at this Jurassic Park wasp. Man. Or else that's the biggest mud dauber I've ever seen. Look at him. That is a mud dauber. I believe it's a mud dauber. He's digging. What's you digging for? He's digging. See him there? A ground wasp or something. I don't know what he's digging for. He might be eating ant lions. I got a lot of ant lions around here. Yeah, you leave my ant lions alone, man. They eat ants. You eat ants instead.